Hello everyone, I am Raundler and you're watching AFC Bournemouth versus Manchester City Premier League. This episode 21 simulation fully recorded and edited for your entertainment. No third-party footage, assets or any other copyrighted material has been used. All content is self-produced for entertainment purpose only.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. It does appear that they are lining up, Jim, in a 5-4-1 formation.
Well, it's an attempt, Peter, to put a solid bedrock in place and negotiate the game from there. If they can absorb what comes towards their box in the early stages, then the midfield can begin looking for more of the possession and can start thinking about a more probing influence on the contest. It all depends on keeping their goal intact, so they won't have to open up and indulge in taking risks at the other end.
So that's got things underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, Erling Haaland is very much the player in all of football in so many ways. His development really owes to the fact that he made all the best choices. The clubs, the coaches, everything has been meticulously planned, and an awful lot of that would be attributed to his...
Well, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Vardiol. Lewis. Evan Nielsen does really well to win the ball there. Soufer. Looks to the other side. Smith. Kluivert. Very nicely done. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Doku. Stones. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. And here's Doku. Time to deliver. Firmly met. Rodri. Foden. Cracking ball. Rodri. That's a nicely weighted pass. Smith gets rid without sophistication. Bernardo Silva. And he's there to clear it. Oh, sweet feet. Delivered with swing. Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Adams. Trufair. Played towards the other side. Smith. Cook. Adams. Senesi, gently done. And it's Smith. Eva Nielsen. Played out towards the right wing. Kluivert. Cook. Tavernier. That is lovely. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Haaland. Oh, that's well done. Really robust. Trufair. Adams. Senesi. Smith. Senesi. Kluivert. Adams. Tavernier. Made out to the left flank. Muscular approach does pay off here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence will give you time to second-guess yourself.
And here's Doku. Guardiol. Doku. Now, what about this cross? Well, that's very disappointing, it has to be said. And it's Smith. Stones. Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. Gets it away. And here's Doku. Rodri. Cook. Played out to the right. Smith drives forward on the overlap. Gehi with the clearance. Stones.
Really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
Aim forwards. Trufair. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
Cook. And it's Kluivert.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Moved on forwards. The pass is intercepted. Kluivert. And it's played forward. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Doku gets good distance on it. Tavernier. Truffert. Cook. Tavernier. Foden. That's tidy. So who's he picking out? Lewis. And here's Foden. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Shot at goal! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Kluivert chasing after it. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Doku. Foden. And he goes cross-field. Doku. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Doku puts them all in. Still goalless. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rodri. Lewis. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, it's come loose. Smith gets it clear. Kluivert wins the duel this time. Cook. Picks it up out wide. Lewis, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Now it's Haaland. And it's Lewis. Vardiol. Lewis. Rodri. Lewis. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Evan Nielsen spread out to the left. Played into space out wide. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's very neat. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Doku. Rodri. Kluivert. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Foden chooses to go cross-field. Bernardo Silva. That has been cut short. And he's heaved it away. Vardiol. Rodri. Foden. Back into the middle. Rodri. Adams. Cook. Eva Nielsen. And it's Smith. And here's Eva Nielsen.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva stood his ground strongly. That's really well manoeuvred. Adams. Cook. And here's Eva Nielsen out towards the flank. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Rodri shifted upfield. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Played into the middle. That's going to go a long way. And that is out of play. The cross. Tries to get it clear. Senesi. And it's Tavernier. Out to the left it goes. Trofea done delicately. Donnarumma gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Aim forwards. It's just beyond his reach. And that is as far as they're going to go. Tavernier. Adams. Oh, nice touch. Fired deep towards the back post. Adams. Crossed into the middle. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, the movement is slick. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Adams. Cook. Vardiol. Stones. Almost half an hour in now. Eva Nielsen. Tavernier. Adams. Tavernier. That's a cute ball. Oh, it's come to nothing. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Guardiola. Doku. Nice control. There are a few waiting for it. Smith gently done. And it's Kluivert. Kluivert. Short changes him with that pass. Guardiola. No, that is pretty much the end of that. Smith. Great run on the overlap here. Smith. Guardiola gets him to thwart him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Can he deliver? Bernardo Silva. And the ball's come loose here. Senesi. Cook. Moved on forwards.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Eva Nielsen. Tavernier. Kluivert. And it's Tavernier. Over to the left. Showing good feet. Adams. Guardiola forwards and with intent. Foden. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Guardiola. And here's Doku. And here's Doku. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Great defending, strong and determined. Bernardo Silva. Cook. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Smith tries to clear. Doku. Excellent. Guardiola has been caught there, it's a foul. Cook gets his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Oh, he's pulled off a fine save.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
What a climb! No, he's got that completely wrong. Senesi, 8 forwards. Adams. That's really well manoeuvred. Moved on forwards. He is just caressing the ball. And here's Tavernier. Tavernier spread out to the left. Here's Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen has got himself a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Tavernier! It's anyone's ball now. Searching pass he's played there. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Rodri. And it's played forward. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Senesi. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Smith. Kluivert. Eva Nielsen. And it's Truffert. Danger averted for now. He is through here. Doku. Bernardo Silva. And Bernardo Silva!
Bernardo Silva really had a clever trick to shake off his opponent then, but he's left shaking his own head in disappointment.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Smith. Tavernier. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Doku head over towards the opposite flank. And it's Bernardo Silva. Guardiola. Oh, such a clever touch. Crossed into the box. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Here's Foden. Lewis. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Rodri. Goes for goal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Senesi looks to the other side. Truffert. Can he latch on to this? Out of play for a goal kick. Rodri. Foden. Foden tries making a foray down the right. Oh, sweet feet. Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Tavernier. Kluivert. And here's Evan Nielsen. Truffert. Smith. And it's Tavernier. And here's Evan Nielsen. Foden. Doku. Vardiol. Doku. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva spread out to the left. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Adams. Cook. Kluivert. And here's Evan Nielsen. Out to the right. And it's Smith. Has crossed into the middle. Smith clouts it too hard. Lewis. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Lewis is sporting a guilty look after that. His teammate Evan Nielsen with a definite foul there. Proves too strong. Kluivert. Evan Nielsen. Now it's Kluivert. Kluivert laid out to the left flank. And he'll shoot here! It's a loose ball. Rodri is there and he can get that clear. Truffert. Played into the middle. Tries to get it clear. Foden. Foden. It's a good run down the right. Evan Nielsen. Cook. Senesi. Senesi shifted upfield. Smith, now he's off and running. Doku. Rodri. Foden. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Evan Nielsen. Out to the left it goes. Rodri forwards and with intent. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Cook. Tavernier. Cook. And it's Kluivert. That is good strength. That's tidy. Crossed into the box. Up he goes! Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And it's played forward. And here's Haaland. Caresses it through. Adams. Tavernier. Adams, played over towards the opposite flank. Senesi. Adams. Tavernier. Smith. Tavernier. Now it's Kluivert. And he cuts out the supply. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. He's shifting through the gears here. And that was very necessary. And here's Doku. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Succumbs to the pressure. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Eva Nielsen, played out to the right. Kluivert. Rodri wins the duel this time. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias, gently done. Rodri. Doku looks to get on the end of this. Guardiol. Eva Nielsen. And it's Smith. Now it's Tavernier. Looking here to chip it through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. It'll be a throw-in. Foden. Ruben Dias. Doku. Ruben Dias. Foden. Lewis. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Foden. Foden plays it in. And back out it comes. Cook did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Tavernier. And here's Eva Nielsen. Over to the left. Troffer has been caught there. It's a foul. He's gone for goal! Guardiol. Doku. Lewis. Foden. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Cook. And it's Smith. Hangs in across. Stones. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva chooses to go cross-field. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Applies the finish! Adams. Tavernier. Foden. Adams. Tavernier. Now it's Evan Nielsen, and it's Kluivert. Kluivert tries to dink it through. Nice control. Tavernier. He can get that clear. And reclaimed it in a trice. Adams. Cook. Smith. Cross goes in there. First time shot! And the ball's come loose here. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. That's really well manoeuvred. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Eva Nielsen. Kluivert. Oh, good spread. Nice physical challenge. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Doku. Vardiol. Chance to deliver. He's cut it out. Tavernier. Truffert. Bernardo Silva. Muscular approach does pay off here. Senesi. Cook. Adams. Senesi, aim forwards. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Adams. Truffert. Tavernier. Kluivert. And it's Smith. Cook. And he thumps it clear. That'll be a throw. They get a throw in. Foden.
Really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's corner. That's the keeper's ball. Adams. Smith. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Now it's Haaland. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Foden. Rodri.
Fair.
Looks to the other side. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Bernardo Silva. Tries a deft little ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Adams moved on forwards. Kluivert. Smith. Smith drives forward on the overlap. And it's played forward. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Kluivert, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Smith. Kluivert. And it's Smith. Cook. Kluivert. Cook. Adams. Kluivert. Adams.
Fair.
Tavernier, but he's gone backward here. Cross deflected behind for a corner. It's a mighty effort! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Doku forwards and with intent. Cook. Tavernier. Adams. Cook. Smith. And he goes cross-field.
Fair.
Adams. Truffert gets a cross in. That's been won straight back. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing.
Guardiola.
Played towards the other side. Cook. Smith. Senesi. Smith. Smith charging forward down that flank. Now who's going to be first to this? Oh, they could be caught out here. Lewis, gently done. Out to the left it goes. Haaland. Kluivert. Truffert. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Cook does really well to win the ball there. Adams. Neither side yet able to find the net. Smith battling down that right flank. And that's a good intervention. Vardiol did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Foden. Vardiol. And here's Doku. A chance to play it in. Doku delivers. Oh, smashing header! Harmlessly behind. Adams. Kluivert. Cook. Kluivert. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Foden. Gehi aimed forwards. Stones. Foden. Ruben Dias. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Can he finish? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gehi, back it goes. Gehi. Lewis, now here's the delivery. He's clearly asking too much with that. That's really well manoeuvred. Adams. Truffert. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Doku. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Rodri. It's a pretty loose pass. And it's Truffert. Foden. Foden. Doku. Lovely bit of skill. Rodri. Great defending, strong and determined. Tavernier. Truffert. And it's Tavernier. Tavernier made out to the left flank. Haaland. Haaland. Foden. And it's hoisted clear. He is just caressing the ball. Turns and goes back. That's very neat. Really well cleared. Guardiola has it back and can go again. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Guardiola. And he's picked it up out wide. That's good play. So who's he picking out? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Doku, well, they're labouring their way towards the opposition goal here, Peter, and this needs a much livelier solution.
And it's Tavernier. Evan Nielsen spread out to the left. Rodri. Bernardo Silva shifted upfield. Guardiola. Doku. Cross to the back post. It's a throw-in. Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And that's a good... He's having a shot! And it's Rodri. Oh, nicely intercepted. Eva Nielsen over to the left. Truffert. Tavernier. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Adams, made out to the left flank, climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Bernardo Silva. Rodri looks to the other side. Kluivert does really well to win the ball there. Adams. Foden wins the duel this time.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Truffert. And he goes cross-field. Cook. Smith. And it's Kluivert. Cook. Adams. Truffert. Showing good feet. Tavernier. Adams. Smith. Stones. Doku. Plays it through. Foden looking to get on the end of this. Senesi. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Senesi chooses to go cross-field. Overhit and out of play. Foden head over towards the opposite flank. And it's Bernardo Silva. Out to the left it goes. It's run loose here. What a throw in. Swept in. Stones gets over and intercepts. Vardiol. Doku. Very nicely done. Clears it away. Out for a throw. Brilliantly cut out. Truffert chooses to go cross-field. Smith. And it's Kluivert. Kluivert, he's onside! That's a throw. Tavernier. Smith flings it across. Foden. Played towards the other side. Doku. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's been taken short. Vardiol opts to... Big chance! Foden plays it short. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Smith. Cook. And it's played forward.
Vardiol.
Doku going full tilt down the left. Oh, that's nice. There are a few waiting for it. Up he goes! Decent enough try.
Haaland certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Aim forwards. Kluivert. Throw in. Good play on the left-hand side here. Doku, and that's aimed into the middle. Cook attempts a clearance. And it's Bernardo Silva. Plenty waiting in the middle. Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's found support out wide. Doku chooses to go back. That's going to go a long way. Evan Nielsen making good progress on the right-hand side. That looks a cracking ball. And he's managed to get free. And here's real chance! Doku. Kluivert. Tavernier. Truffert. Oh, that's neat. Kluivert. Gehi, gently done. Cook. And here's Tavernier. And it's Truffert. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Lewis. Doku. Oh, nice touch. Vardiol. That is lovely. And here's Haaland. He's had a shot! Smith can get it clear. Time to deliver. Lovely feet. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Cook. Smith. And it's Kluivert.
Vardiol.
Doku. Kluivert does really well to win the ball there. Evan Nielsen. Adams. Tavernier. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lewis. Foden. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he deliver? Bernardo's chance for a shot! In for the pieces! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, it's come loose. It's a Haaland! Keeper's done ever so well.
Haaland is offering a wry smile there.
And it's Lewis. Very nicely done. Looking for a decent ball in. That is lovely. Doku. Strong running down that left flank. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Adams. Truffert. Adams. Cook. Cliverts. Oh, good spread. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Out to the right. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. So it's going to be another corner. Tries to get it clear. Danger averted for now. And it's Cook. And here's Evan Nielsen. Evan Nielsen. Now that's a fine challenge. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Doku. Doku goes on a charge down the left. And out it comes again. There's the shot! Oh, he's missed it.
Rodri probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Looks to the other side. Reaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Tavernier. Truffert. Tavernier. Adams. And here's Evan Nielsen. Haaland. He's found a way through. Foden. And that is out of play. Foden. And it's Rodri. Rodri. Truffert picks it up now. Truffert. Oh, smashing header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Bernardo Silva. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Lewis. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Doku. In once more. Punched away. Deftly away. Evan Nielsen carries the ball down the right. That has been cut short. And he's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Senesi. And it's Truffert. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Stones. Doku. Stones. And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Foden. Lewis. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Foden! And back to the goalkeeper. Stones. Doku. Rodri. And it's Lewis. That is a brilliant interception. Adams. Truffert. That's a nicely weighted pass. Corner. Kluivert goes short. Evan Nielsen. Cook. Adams. Now then, the ball's come loose. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Rodri. Doku. Vardiol. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Moved on forwards. And it's Tavernier. Tavernier. And here's Evan Nielsen. Kluivert. Tavernier. And here's Tavernier. Cook. Smith. There's the delivery. Gehi getting this one clear. No way through, so back it comes. Showing good feet. Kluivert is fouled. Tavernier. And here's Evan Nielsen wins the duel this time. Smith. Cook chips it through. That's very neat. Cook. Kluivert. Cook. Adams. Donnarumma. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Smith. And here's Evan Nielsen. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Truffert. And it's Tavernier. Now it's Haaland. Haaland. Good, strong midfield running here. Smith. Senesi. And it goes cross-field. Tavernier. Kluivert. Cook. And that's really well manoeuvred. Doku. Vardiol. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Foden. That's tidy. Played in by Foden. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Great chance! Adams. Truffert. Tavernier. Adams. Adams played out to the left flank. Lobbed in behind. Stones gets it away. Smith. Kluivert. Clipped into space. And he's there to clear it. Kluivert with the short one. Looking for a decent ball in. And it's Truffert. Truffert spread out to the left. Gehi getting this one clear. Cook. Now it's Cook. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Header. Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Guardiola looks to the other side. Foden. Now who's going to be first to this? A chance to play it in. Receives it in a good position here. Turns and goes back. Shot, surely! Kluivert, gently done. Bernardo Silva. Guardiola. And here's Doku. Bernardo Silva. Played out wide. Ball's gone out of play. Kluivert. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
And it's Kluivert. Kluivert. That's good play. Cook. Adams. Truffert. Haaland. Foden. Ruben Dias. Guardiola. Doku. Guardiola. Doku. Guardiola. Kluivert. And it's Tavernier. Now that's well seen too. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Foden. Lewis. Truffert. Adams. Here's a chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
Smith. Adams. Truffert. Truffert played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Tavernier. Cook. Tavernier. Senesi. Smith. Cook. Adams. Thinks one through. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Stones with the clearance. Cook. Kluivert. Ball swung in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Adams. Now it's Kluivert. Well read, nice interception. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Guardiol. Doku. Guardiol. Doku. Oh, sweet feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Aimed it. Up he goes! Defending of the desperate variety. Bernardo Silva, and he whips it in. Cook. Senesi. Adams. Truffert. That's a good run down the left. That's very neat. And it's Adams. And here's Tavernier. He is just caressing the ball. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tavernier did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Cook shifted upfield. Could be danger here. Evanilson! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Evanilson has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Stones forwards and with intent. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Foden. Stones. Aim forwards. Guardiol. And here's Doku. Cook. Truffert. Now it's Tavernier. And they've got a throw. And it's Tavernier. And he has been fouled there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
for a goal kick. Moved on forwards. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva spreads it out wide. Cook. Tavernier. Senesi. Smith. Doku wins the duel this time. Rodri. Rodri, gently done. Doku. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. That's an excellent interception. Truffert. Cook. Adams. And it's Tavernier. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lewis. Foden. Showing good feet. Now here's the delivery. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Cleared without complication. It's gone for a throw-in. Decent progress down the left.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Tavernier gets a foot in here. Foden. Adams. Smith. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, that's neat. And it's Kluivert. Muscular approach does pay off here. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Over to the left. Guardiol. Now it's Doku. Bernardo Silva. Ball comes in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's a throw-in. And here's Doku. And the shot! And that wasn't far away.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Smith. Kluivert. Evan Nielsen, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Truffert. Lovely feet. And it's Truffert. Chance to play it in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Cook takes a shot. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Rodri does really well to win the ball there. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva played out to the left flank. Kluivert forwards and with intent. Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's really well manoeuvred. Adams. That is Truffert. Tavernier. Nice physical challenge. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Haaland. Foden. Adams. And here's Evan Nielsen. Out to the right. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Ruben Dias tries to clear. Cook. Now it's Tavernier! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Foden. Bernardo Silva. Kluivert did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Cook. Senesi. Smith. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Played out to the right. Lovely bit of skill. Looking for a decent ball in. Smith has got himself a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
Oh, what a climb! Well, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Guardiola can get it clear. Haaland. Haaland puts his foot on the gas. Doku. Haaland tries a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Fair. And it's played forward. Cook. And it's Smith. Kluivert. Adams. Tavernier. Adams. Played back in. Oh, that's nice. Tavernier, spread out to the left. Foden. Vardiol. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Lewis. Foden, very nicely done. Bernardo Silva. Smith. Kluivert. Adams. Adams shifted upfield. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Nice control. And it's Adams. Trofair has it in a wide position. That's a throw. Doku going full steam ahead down the left flank. Doku tries a cross, and he's there to get it away. Doku, oh, nice touch. Bernardo Silva, and here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, easy pickings there. Tavernier has given away a free kick. But not by that far.
Haaland is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And it's Tavernier. Rodri wins the duel this time. And here's Haaland. Tavernier. Trofair. Cook. Smith. Cook. Oh, a delicate chip through. And the ball is out of play. Doku. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Foden chasing after it. Tavernier. Tavernier. And it's Truffert. Truffert going full tilt down the left. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vardiol. Doku. And he's on a charge. That is lovely. Doku puts them all in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Adams. Cook. Tavernier. And it's Tavernier. Tavernier played out towards the right wing. Cook. Now it's Tavernier. Tavernier. Oh, good spread. Played into the middle. Too long and over the line. Lewis. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Great defending, strong and determined.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Adams. Cook. And here's Evan Nielsen. Played out to the right. It's really well cleared.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Foden. Foden has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Cook aim forwards. Adams calmly anticipates. Moved on forwards. And it's Smith. Gets it away. And that's been won straight back.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Bernardo Silva played towards the other side. Lewis. Oh, such a clever touch. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. And here's Doku. And here's Doku. Can he deliver? Nice control. Haaland. Can he finish? Should have put that one away.
Oh, what a stunning save. Absolutely tremendous, and he's kept his team in it.
They've played it short. Chooses to go back.
think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Cook forwards and with intent. Out to the right. Stones does really well to win the ball there. Vardiol. Lewis. Foden. Tavernier given the lift of his goal. And it's Truffert. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. And that has been clubbed away. And here's Tavernier. Adams. Truffert. Showing good feet. Adams. Cook. Adams. Tavernier. Cook. Adams. Truffert. Cook. Evan-Nielsen! And that could have brought them level.
Evan-Nielsen was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Ruben Dias.
Truffert.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Kluivert. And here's Evan-Nielsen. Played out to the right. And it's played in here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Smith. Kluivert. And it's Tavernier. Out to the left it goes. Truffert. Lovely bit of skill. Time to deliver. Now it's decent chance. There are a few waiting for it, and he's following up.
Subtlety has gone out of the window. They have to force it any way they can now, Peter.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Ruben Dias. Foden. Rodri. Vardiol. And here's Doku. So who's he picking out? Cross deflected behind for a corner. Cleared away. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. He's had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Adams. Truffert. Adams. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Doku wins the duel this time. Vardiol. Great run on the overlap here.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Smith. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Doku. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Back into the middle. And it's Lewis. And here's Foden.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Great work on the overlap. And that has been knocked clear. Truffert. Tavernier. Adams. Over to the left. Now it's Club. He's having a shot! Doku. Smith shifted upfield. Haaland! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Cook. Tries a measured ball, picks it up out wide, and that's not going to reach. Rodri. Doku. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Not much subtlety about that challenge.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Foden, and he goes cross-field. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Lewis. Foden. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And here's Doku. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Haaland! And that's a real chance missed.
Haaland really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
And he's there to clear it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Adams. Adams, played out towards the right wing. Kluivert, oh, good spread.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Rodri. Vardio. Doku. Doku on a charge down the left. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Rodri. Vardio. Oh, shooting chance! And somehow he managed to miss it. Trofair, head over towards the opposite flank. Kluivert. And it's Smith. Out of play for a throw. 5 minutes left on the clock. Senesi. Kluivert. Final seconds, this has to be it. Smith. Could have here their final chance. Oh, the clearance is short. Trofair crosses it in.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Doku. Rodri. Doku. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And it's Kluivert. Smith. Cook. Kluivert. Adams.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Adams concedes a free kick for that. Haaland.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Gehi makes the interception. Stones. Vardio. Doku. Stones. Cook.
Well, what we're witnessing now just goes against the grain. They're not going to get back into the game like this.
Needs a quality cross. Smith takes aim and crosses. Foden. And it's played forward. And it's Lewis. That's good play. Rodri. Lovely. Now goes for a shot! Senesi. It's really well manoeuvred. Cook. And here's Evan Nielsen. Kluivert. Played out to the right. Cook. It is now or never. Time is against them.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Stones. Stones gently done. The pass has gone astray. Moved on forwards. Foden.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Lewis. Foden. Vardiol. It's run loose here. Vardiol. And here's Doku. And it's Bernardo Silva. Now this could be a chance. And he shoots! And he thumps it clear. Yehi.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Doku. Stones. Vardiol. Doku. He's making a real surge on the left.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Adams. Aim forwards. Foden. Ruben Dias. Lewis charging forward down that flank. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And it's Bernardo Silva.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Kluivert forwards and with intent. Trofer goes on a charge down the left. And that has been cleared.
Vardiol.
Vardiol goes on a run down the left wing. Vardiol drives forward on the overlap. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Senesi getting this one clear. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Doku shoots! That was superb goalkeeping.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Foden plays it short. And it's Bernardo, goes for the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cook. Smith. Smith tries making a foray down the right. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Foden. Foden. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Doku. Stones.
Vardiol.
Doku. Now it's Evan Nielsen. And reclaimed it in a trice. Cook. Smith. Smith hurtling down that right flank. Doku. Bernardo Silva.
Vardiol.
Vardiol shifted upfield. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. And here's Haaland. Adams.
Truffert.
And here's Tavernier. Kluivert. Smith flashes it across. Well read. And the danger is averted.
Gehi.
Bernardo Silva.
Vardiol.
Doku. Doku. Doku tries looking up for options on the left. That had too much on it. Cook. Adams. Adams, gently done. Ruben Diaz gets it away. Delivered across. Tries to get it clear. Ruben Diaz clears it away. Very nicely done. And it's Cook. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, he's dealt with that well.
think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's hoisted clear. Deftly away. That's a cute ball. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Kluivert goes short. And he's heaved it away. Foden. That's a good run down the left. Guardiola. And here's Haaland, out towards the flank. That's tidy. Bernardo Silva. Eva Nielsen. Kluivert. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Truffert. Now it's Tavernier. And it's Truffert. That has been cut short. Foden. Doku. Guardiola. Doku. Stones. Adams. Out to the right. Gehi. Lewis. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Cook does really well to win the ball there. Kluivert. Aim forwards. Tavernier. Truffert. Adams. And that's been well dealt with. Strong running down that left flank. Played into the middle. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Stones gently done. And here's Evan Nielsen. Kluivert. Cook. And it's Tavernier. That is lovely. Tavernier! Oh, that was no routine save.
Tavernier actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Rodri getting this one clear. Added time is up, and there.
Thanks for watching this video. If you like this type of football matches, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. This is Raundler. See you soon.